Namaskar children, welcome to the geography class. You know that we are on the chapter number 2, structure and physiography, and we were on the topic peninsular plateau. Northern plateau we had discussed. Now continue with the topic. In our previous lecture we had discussed about the peninsular plateau extension. Okay, now today we are going to discuss about the peninsular plateau and its division. Now children, on the basis of prominent relief features, we had divided peninsular plateau into three broad categories or three broad groups. You can see here Deccan Plateau, Central Highlands and Northeastern Plateau. These are three broad groups of peninsular plateau. So children, you can see the map. You can see where is the Deccan Plateau is situated. Look at this triangle. You can see here this is the triangle and this triangle show you the Deccan Plateau. So in our previous lecture we had discussed about the extension of peninsular plateau, which is started from that Gujarat region and moved to the Meghalaya plateau till we had discussed that in our lectures. Okay, now today we are starting the first broad group में से जो पहला है Deccan Plateau. Look at this location of the Deccan Plateau in the triangular form. I just draw here Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. In the central part you can see this is known as the Deccan Plateau. Above this Deccan Plateau you can see at a thing which is started from the Gir and Aravali ranges. It is above the Gir, then in center Satpura Mekal and move to the Chota Nagpur Plateau in east. This complete central part is known as the Central Highland. So children, this is the Deccan Plateau. So we had to discuss about the qualities or the things of the Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau located in the southern river of Tapi. You can see if you are having atlas, you can see the location of Tapi river, which is there above the Maharashtra and starting of the Madhya Pradesh region. It is the location of Tapi river. Okay, so Deccan Plateau is in the southern river of the Tapi. Okay, reasons. It's having different name and you can see the different name of this region. महाराष्ट्र के अंदर इसको हम सह्याद्री कहते हैं. महाराष्ट्र में this region is known as सह्याद्री. Okay, this region is known as Sahyadri. And in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu में this region is known is denoted by Nilgiri hills. And in the Kerala region, you can see in Kerala region this is known as Anaimudi. Okay, so these are the three name of this region of Deccan Plateau. When you are talking about the Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra, this is known as Sahyadri region. Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, it is known as Nilgiris, denoted by Nilgiris. And whenever you discuss in Kerala, it is known as Anaimudi hills. So, and the Coromandel hills. Okay, so children, this is the description of the Deccan Plateau, which is situated in the southern part of the Tapi river. Okay, and this is the basic thing. Is the most important part is that Deccan Plateau, this area is as comparison to the Eastern Ghat, this area little bit broad or wide as comparison to the Eastern Ghat. So Western Ghat, the region it is much broad as comparison to Eastern region of Deccan Plateau. So it covers the plateau covers an area about 2 lakh square kilometer. The general slope of this plateau is west to east, which we had discussed, and that is why most of the rivers of the plateau flow from west to east region, which I had told you this region is little bit up as comparison to this region. So maximum rivers are moving from western to eastern areas. Only Tapi and Narmada are the two rivers which move from eastern to western areas. So Western Ghat you can see here and move the flow of these two rivers is from eastern to western and fall down in the Arabian Sea. But rest of the rivers of the Deccan Plateau are moved from this area or maybe west. You can say western part to the Eastern Ghat because of its flow of these rivers. So Narmada and the Tapi are the two exceptions which flow from east to west rivers. The river flowing through the plateau had a cup of you can say the cut deep valleys and divided the plateaus. You can see in the map also, in several smaller plateaus such as Maharashtra plateau, which I had told you, Maharashtra plateau, Andhra plateau, Karnataka plateau I had told you, and about the Kerala plateau. So these rivers divide the Deccan plateau in some other plateaus. So Maharashtra plateau is formed of lava and is drained by the Tapi in north and the Godavari in the south region. So Deccan plateau is famous for these plateaus. Then we had discussed about the altitude, about the name of this region. Okay, we had discussed about the western part, eastern part. So I hope that Deccan plateau has been clear to you all. So what we had discussed about the peninsular plateau and its three categories, in which we had discussed only about the Deccan plateau region with the help of this map. Okay, thank you so much.